Like they say to me, hey, father, you got to be a man. You got to be tough. You got to be a man's man. Well, I don't think you realize how tough I am. I don't think people realize how strong I am. Because, in all honesty and fairness to you, I don't know if anyone could be this strong. What I'm facing right now is so. I don't wish this on anybody. I don't wish this on my worst nightmare, my worst enemy. I don't even want enemies anymore. If you want to know the truth, I just want to have friends. I don't want to have any friction. It's the coolest. You want to see the coolest shirt in the world? Right there, boom. Isn't that the coolest shirt in the world? Tony Soprano, baby. James Gandolfini. Rest in peace, my brother. Legend. um, People don't understand. They say, hey, father, you got to be a man's man. You got to be tough. Well, let's talk about what I'm dealing with. And let's talk about what I got to do. And let's talk about if you think I'm a man's man. Okay, let's talk. And I'm gonna really make a lot of videos on this and a lot of live streams on this. But so okay, out of nowhere, a shock to me, and it was a shock. I don't care what anybody says about Jennifer. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. You can make your arguments. You can make your arguments all day and say, Rich, didn't you know your wife had cancer? Wasn't she battling it for like 10 years? And the answer is yes, but she never ever appeared to be sick. Uh, God, I haven't been sleeping well. She never appeared to be sick, my wife. Never. I know it sounds crazy to all of you. She lived a relatively normal life with cancer. And like when my wife first got cancer in 2015, that's when she was first diagnosed, I freaked out. I never will forget the day she told me. She said, Rich, I got breast cancer. Now, it was from 9/11. Unfortunately, this poor girl worked in two World Trade Center and the toxins in the air. She didn't have the cancer gene. This was all done because of environmental reasons. They said that the air was safe. It wasn't safe. And along with a lot of people, she went back into the lower Manhattan, the Wall Street area, worked there after the attacks on 9/11, and worked there for a while, for many years. And and then in 2015, she was unfortunately diagnosed with breast cancer. It's called DCIS. When she first told me it, when you first hear someone has cancer, you obviously panic. You obviously freak out. And I was like, oh my God, you know? Hey, what's up, Lacey? Good morning. A lot of stuff, Lacey, has been hitting me in my mind, and I want to talk to you about it. Um, like just what I have to do here. um, I really got to be tough, Lacey. I got to be like a man's man. I got to be like a Rocky Balboa right now, Lacey. I got to be a Rocky Balboa. And it's going to be a lot of my music is going to be Rocky Balboa influenced. So, why do I have to be tough? Well, we're going to talk about it. Let's get right to the point, and then I'll get back to Jennifer's story in a second with the cancer. But let's get right to the point. So, my wife unexpectedly passes away. Turkey in the house. How you doing? My wife unexpectedly passes away. It was unexpected. I don't care what anybody says. She was out with her daughter. She was out with all of us on her birthday. This was January 7th, singing happy birthday to her. It was completely fine. In no way, shape, or form did I feel that she was going to pass away. There was nothing there, in my opinion. But then she did pass away. Now, granted, again, on paper, the cancer spread. We knew about it. It spread from the brain to the spinal cord. But you want to know why most people would be very concerned over that, right? Do you want to know why? Was it because for 10 years, I have watched Jennifer recover over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. She's always recovered. Always. I mean, you get to a point where you start getting used to it. You start getting used to it. You're like, she's Wonder Woman. She's so strong. But this particular time, I think I got the flu too. My son got the flu. I think my son gave it to me. Oh my God. It's like when it rains, it pours, Lacey. Lacey, what's that, Murphy's Law? Everything that can happen to you happens. It's like my wife passes away, my mother passes away. We lose our income. Now, see, I got to be careful what I say because, look, I got to be careful. Look, obviously, I do have some money, okay, to like keep things going, but it's running short. It's running short. That's the thing. I wasn't expecting all of this, okay, because people don't understand this. I was not expecting my wife to pass away, and only 2 weeks later, my mother to pass away. This was a shock. This was like, this came out of nowhere. This was a shock. Now you have to just try to understand that I set up a certain lifestyle. People don't understand this because my wife had cancer. Thank you, Gabriel. My wife had cancer, so people don't understand. Listen to me. I couldn't work a regular job. Nobody understands this. If I went out, I worked a regular job, my wife would have lost her insurance. They would have said, "You're making too much money." She needed this special insurance because her treatments were through the roof. Chemotherapy was like 75,000 a pop. Surgeries, hundreds and hundreds of thousands. So the idea, oh, thank you, sad but true. Oh, but this guy is being a wise guy. I don't know. He's being a wise guy. He's being a wise guy. I appreciate the super chat, but please don't be a wise guy. Don't be a wise guy. I do not have 15,000 a month coming in right now from sales. Okay, and I'm not even going to talk about it no more. We've covered this. I've gone through it a million times. I'm not repeating it. So end of discussion. On to the next. On to the next. I'm not going to I'm not going to discuss nonsense. I told all of you this. I'm not going to do it no more. It's just like sidetracked me. What I've come to realize is that I don't even have the time or the patience, okay, to be sad. I want to be sad right now. You understand? I'm so upset over the loss of my wife. I am so upset over the loss of my mother. I just want to fall to my knees. You want me to tell you the truth? And I just want to cry and I just want to collapse it away. But you see, this is what the problem is. I can't do that. Because if I do that, my children are going to be screwed. My kids need me. Michael and Sophia needs me. So it's like I'm in this very crazy crossroads. I'm in a crossroads right now. And what is the crossroads? So one end of the crossroads is, do I let this grief and this pain and this dread beat me, take over my mind, take over my heart, take over my whole body? And if I let that happen, which is an easy thing, by the way, to do because you're so down, you're so depressed. It's an easy thing to do. You can very easily let that happen. But if I do let that happen, my kids are going to be finished. So I have to fight through it. I have to fight through it. I have to say to myself, no, I can't get depressed. I can't get down. I got to be strong. I got to be positive. I got to be positive. So that this way I can take care of my kids because they need me. And let me tell you something. That is what a real man does. Fight Trump style. Thank you, Sam True. What other hobbies? I don't have time for hobbies right now, brother. I don't have time for hobbies. YouTube is my whole life. I would say my only thing is YouTube. But the good thing about YouTube is you get to do a variety of things on your channel. You get to do the music. some food videos. I'm slowly getting back into my comedy. If you watch some of my short videos, I've been starting that up again. Some of my comedy videos. So you get to do, I love comedy. I love making jokes, stuff like that. That's probably a hobby, making people laugh, you know. But I'm freaking tired. Haven't been sleeping right. Gotta sleep a little bit. Jokes help people too, yeah. Yeah. I always think about my favorite movie here, Goodfellas. Remember? He goes, he goes, Jimmy two times. He says everything two times. You go, I gotta go get the papers. Get the papers. So Jimmy two times. Remember the guy? He goes, I take my wife everywhere. Forget about it. But she always finds her way home. My wife says to me, I want to go somewhere I've never been before. I say, try the kitchen. Oh, Ian Bag on YouTube, yeah. You know, doctor says, I only got 6 months to live, right? I tell him I can't pay the bill. He gives me another 6 months. Oh, so funny, right? That's all from Goodfellas. Greatest movie in the world. Funny, how am I funny? Am I a clown? Am I here to abuse you? But anyway, if someone could type out my Cash App, Gabriel, if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. What do you call a dead blonde in the closet? Hiding Seek Champion of 2006. It's funny. Can you type out my, let me see, where is it? Oh, is it over here? Hold on. Could you type out my Cash App for me? Gabriel, this is the Cash App, the dollar sign. Richard Lavoie is the dollar sign. Richard, RICHARD, LEV as in Victor, OI. There is no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. So it's just straightforward. This is the Cash App for all my entertainment tips. Thank you. Now, guys, you're going to think I'm nuts, but I'm going to explain to you what my goal is. I just pinned that comment. Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to put the time in to do a lot of live streams. I'm willing to put the time in to do a lot of videos, everything, okay? The thing is, if enough people could just give me a lousy, whatever it is, 15, 20 bucks, $25, eventually that could supplement the income I lost. You know, I lost a big income, man. I lost a huge income. I lost about 7,000, 8,000 a month. You know, I might have to get a lot of people. That's just the thing. I mean, what do you need? About 1,000? Imagine if 1,000 people just did like 15 bucks. I'm good. I'm good to go, man. And my family could get back on track. I got to be a strong, powerful father for my kids. I got to be there for them. So it's not that I'm not, listen, I'm not just asking for handouts. People think, I get this a lot. People think I'm asking for handouts. No, I'm willing to work. I'm a piano player, you know. I'm a piano player. I'm willing to work. I'm willing to give you guys a lot of entertainment, a lot of music, a lot of everything. I don't know what's the evolution of my channel, said Sabbath Drew right now. The only evolution is I want to support my family. That's what I got to do right now because could you imagine? Like, I don't think anybody really understands what happened to me. No, nobody understands it. Nobody gets it. Everybody's critical to me. Everybody's ripping me up. Nobody understands what happened in my life. I don't even understand it. It's so crazy that I don't even understand it. Could you imagine that you are in a situation just as a couple of months ago? You have everything great in your life. Okay, this is what happened to me. Just a couple of months ago, I had a beautiful wife. She was alive. She was well. She was the greatest thing in my life, the greatest thing in my children's life. I can't think about it because I'm going to start crying. I'm going to start crying. I can't handle too much, guys. I have a very, like, you know, my heart gets heavy. I get like, I think about my mother, what she said, God bless her too. She said, I have a heavy heart for Jennifer. She was very sad over Jennifer before she passed away. My poor mother. My poor mother. But so 2 months ago, I had a normal life. I had a very, very happy life. I had a beautiful wife, beautiful mom, beautiful family, income coming in, like tremendous income, 7, 8 thousand a month. I was paid all my bills, surviving. Life was good. But then it was suddenly all taken away from me. Just like this. It was all taken away. And it doesn't seem even possible. It doesn't seem possible. How could this happen? How could you go from being this normal, happy person and this beautiful, happy family to having everything taken away from you? Again, just everything. Not my children. I have my children, not my dogs, but my beautiful wife, Jennifer. She was the rock of this family. She was everything to me. She was everything to the children. She passes away. Then my mom comes out of rehab. 2 weeks later, she passes away. So now, just that alone, could you imagine the shock factor? I mean, I want you to try to think about the shock because I don't think people understand the shock factor. The shock factor is incredible. It's so huge. The shock. Then you have a situation where because they passed away now, your whole life in terms of finances got destroyed. I lost it's like 3,000 a month. I was getting paid to be Jennifer's full-time caretaker. I lost the my mother's pension, Social Security, disability. It's around 3,500 a month. So all of that money, which was used to pay all our bills and for us to survive, is gone just as quickly as my wife and my mother is gone. It's crazy. The money is gone. So all of you might say, this flu. All of you might say, that sounds really crazy, man. What are you going to do? I got to get support. That's what I got to do. I got to get support. See, to me, it's very simple. If enough people had a good heart and they could just contribute like 15, 20 bucks, whatever it is, 25 bucks on Cash App, my Cash App, which is on the bottom. Gabriel Griffin, you'll see it's the $ Richard Lavoie. We'll be okay. Yeah, I've been writing music, Gabriel, but mostly instrumental piano music. I get some sleep eventually here. But if anybody would be cool enough, if you could see the Cash App comment on the bottom, do you see it where it's pinned? Gabriel Griffin is the $ Richard Lavoie. That's my Cash App for entertainment tips. It's hard to sleep. Got a lot on my mind. Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. I don't wish this on anybody, man. Good night, Gabriel. Good night, brother. You go down to the city? Beautiful. For a gallery opening? Beautiful, Lacey. um, I guess I'm going to relax a little bit. It's crazy. I got so much work to do, though. I got a lot of work to do. Look, like I said but true. Um, is there a possibility that I'm going back into sales? The answer is yes. But I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to do, okay, to answer your question. I'm attempting and I'm trying to get enough support from people like you and Gabriel and other people so I don't have to go back into sales and YouTube will cover the bills. YouTube itself probably won't, but if enough people did the Cash Apps, it will cover it. If enough people did like 15, 20, or 25 bucks on the Cash App, I think we're going to be all right. You need enough people to do it, though. So that's why I got to do a lot of work. Look, it's just there is no shortfall. It's just I got to work there. It's a long haul. If all else fails, I got to go get a sales job. That's it. If all out, hopefully, I could do it on YouTube. Hopefully, I can make it happen. If I can't make it happen, I got to get a job. Look, ideally, if I could get anywhere between 500 people or more, to do like 15, $20 on Cash App, that'd be a beautiful thing. That's the goal. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you said, not $3,000, a little more than that. If enough people did it, yeah, if enough people did it, we're good. That's what I got to do. Just got to do a lot of music videos. I know people like to give contributions from the music videos too. I noticed that. So you got to do a lot of music videos. You got to do a lot of lives. You got to do a lot of videos. Just got to make it happen, man. But the thing is, I got to make it happen right now. That's the thing. Unfortunately, I don't have time. Time is not a luxury. I don't have time. I lost all of this money, like basically in an instant, in a New York heartbeat, in a New York second. I lost everything. I really did. I mean, I don't about my kids. God bless, I have my kids, but I lost my wife. I lost my mom in 2 weeks. I lost all of our income. Can you imagine this happens to you? Can you imagine you have a normal life? People don't realize the shock that happened to me. And people are abusing me. Like these haters, these internet trolls, they're abusing me. It's like, have a heart, man. Have some human kindness. Have some compassion for what me and my children went through. My God. Yeah, I'll do that, Lacey. I'll definitely do that. So I give big shout outs to people. Anybody who would be cool enough to do a Cash App, which again, you'll see the comment is pinned on Gabriel Griffin on the bottom. It's the $ Richard Lavoy. No space, no underscore in between my first and last name. The $ Richard, RICHARD. Then it's LEV as in Victor, OI. The boss lady. No, I can't imagine, but I do know that you gave me faith a few years back. I will share whatever suggestions I can. Thank you. See, the problem is just the emotional toll this is having on me is tremendous. Let's put aside the financial toll for a second. The emotional toll. The emotional toll is insane. I mean, I just can't bring myself to accept I lost my wife and my mom. I can't do it. I mean, it's nobody's fault. Look, it's not my fault. It's obviously it's not my wife's fault. She's battling cancer for 10 years. It's not my mother's fault that she had a triple bypass, COPD, pneumonia. They had health issues, these poor women. My poor beautiful ladies. It's so sad, it's so effing sad. But still, it's like I didn't expect all of this to happen. I'm sorry. My wife was good. She was good. She was real good until she got this aspiration pneumonia. And then I really watched the poor girl, like struggle and suffer. But it started from the cancer in the brain. That was the culprit, that was making it hard for her to swallow food, to drink liquids. It's such a sin. They could have treated her at the hospital. They didn't do it. I was begging them, treat the cancer. They were like, oh, it's too far gone. It spread too much. She's not a candidate. They were just treating the pneumonia. It's so sad, man. Can't really think about it no more. It's so horrible. She was only 46 years old. I was begging them. I was begging the doctors, begging them, pleading with them. The thing is, you can't even sue them for malpractice because doctors have that right. You know, see, a lot of people, they hear about this thing called right to try. Let me educate you because I believe Trump did this. What is right? Right to try. You have the right that if you're facing a critical illness to get treatment, but it has to be something not approved by the FDA. And by the way, it takes months to even get it. You got to go through the manufacturer. You got to go through the doctors. They got to approve it. There's like the whole process. There was nothing that was non-FDA approved for my wife. I looked into that because she had a very, very rare cancer that spread from the brain to the spinal cord. Lepto, meningeal disease. It's something very rare. Only 5% of people with cancer have this. So I asked all the doctors about right to try. They told me it doesn't apply to my wife. I tried everything to get this girl some kind of help, though, some kind of treatment. They were treating her great with the oxygen and the pneumonia and the antibiotics. They were giving her steroids for inflammation. But unfortunately, it just got too much. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I can't believe I lost my wife. I can't believe it. The emotional toll that I'm having right now is enough to put you like to bring you to your knees. The emotional toll is too much. The emotional toll is too hard. I'm going through. It's hard. And then you got the financial toll. Just please consider to help us out, my family. You know, like I said, um, I'll show you real quick, and I'm gonna go rest for a little bit. This is the Cash App. You'll see it. It's the comment that's pinned. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's the $ RICHARDLEVOI. If enough people could do like 15, 20, or $25 for me on Cash App, you will help my family recover from so much loss. So much loss. My wife, my mom in 2 weeks, our income. God bless you and thank you for your support. Yeah, your dad grew up where I lived. Beautiful. God bless your father. God bless your grandparents. All the histories of our ancestors, in Ellis Island. I'll be back in a little bit. We're going to rest up a little. I'm going to try to. Like I said, I still can't even accept the fact of what I've been through. My family's been through. My children have been through. I can't accept it. But at the same time, what I do have to accept is I have to be a supporter, a provider at all times for my children. I can't let nothing, that's got to be the priority. I can't let nothing get in the way of that. Thank you. God bless you and your family too, Lacey. I'll be back soon, okay? God bless all of you. I will be back soon.